Hello everyone and welcome to Talladega Superspeedway here for a good afternoon of racing. Hopefully Austin Murray and Jordan Fisher on the front row, Samuel England and Larry Hagan rounding out the second row, but green flag is out. And Murray gets off to a great start with England following suit. Jordan Fisher falling back slightly. Eric Monaco right behind Fisher. Dewey Schramm on the inside line following England and Murray, but Murray coming up to block England. And there's a couple trucks in this field that, if they don't look too familiar to you, that's because they're definitely not very familiar. So Morris Motorsports started over the course of a couple weeks, and they've already brought two trucks to Talladega, which I don't think this is the best race to make your your team's debut at, but you know, we'll see. These guys are a little bit bold. You got the 68 of Diego Yepes and the 55 of Shade Eves, both sponsored by Racing But Jesus, and JD Martin spinning around in front of the pack already on lap 2. That's going to bring out our first caution of the day. Martin getting stuck on that banking. But here we race back at Talladega, so right now they're beating and banging off each other, and Cody Lamas is actually leading the field, but Bob Burns right behind him, Diego Yepes following Burns. And Cody Lamas going up to block Bob Burns, but Bob Burns going down low, and Bob Burns is going to take the caution flag, and we're going to show you the replay for the wreck involving JD Martin. Actually, Cody Lamas got it back at the line there. I didn't expect that, but yeah, we're going to go take a look at what happened to JD Martin, and then we're going to go to the green flag. So let's take a look at the replay. His tempers are flaring back here. Oh, they save it. Oh, Julio Cesar and Christian Vargas are not very happy with each other, but we're going to go back and see what happened to JD Martin. So JD was kind of just holding his line, and Nick Breeding in the 40 there comes down on him, clips his nose, and there they all go into the wall. I don't think anyone involved in this wreck had any terminal damage, apart from maybe Nick Pericles in that 48, but Pericles, I believe, hits the wall and then keeps going. Yeah, it's exactly what he does. And then Martin and Bilson are just along for the ride here. Bilson gets around him, and then Martin sliding. This truck was also driven by Jordan Davis at Daytona. It also got wrecked, but not as bad as Davis junked it at Daytona. I think this truck will still be able to go. So, yeah, we'll take you back to the green flag and JD Martin. We got a wrecked race truck, but hopefully it's still driving good. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. We're about to take the green flag. Diego Yepes leading in Morris Motorsports' first start in the series. JD Martin fell out down due to the extensive repairs they had to do to that truck's back end. But Diego Yepes, I believe, just took 2 tires on pit road, while everyone else took 4, and now he's up in the lead here at Talladega. Hopefully he'll be able to keep it. I mean, I'd imagine they're running a super speedway truck right now. But if they're not, this is a really good effort if he's staying ahead of AJ Jones, because AJ finished 3rd at Daytona, and that is a very fast truck. And you can see the 38, it ain't slowed down that much at all, but they did have to do some repair to the rear spoiler. You can see it's still a little bit messed up. He's going to go down the inside, try to get his lap back here with help of Cody Lamas and Bobo Jones on the inside line. Malik Nevins following suit, but Bobo Jones, man, this guy has had a really up and down season in the NAPA Truck Series, because he's either running towards the top 15 or he is wrecked. There's really been no in between for this guy. So he's going to try to go for the win again here at Talladega, and he's going to take the lead from Cody Lamas. Cody had a really, really good run in the Sony Cup race up until the last couple laps, but he's looking to get redemption here from his rained out race. Racing here on a Monday because of all the weather that's been going on around here in Talladega. We barely got the Sony Cup racing, and this and Hardee's are running this Monday. And Ryan Dagby going down pit road again. This team with mechanical issues. There's so many always happening with this team. And they're coming down pit road. As these guys are just kind of hanging out back here. And Bobo Jones continuing to lead the race. Jordan Fisher right behind him. He's going to try to look low in that really nice looking red Great Clips Tundra. But Bobo Jones actually has enough steam to pull ahead of the Anjaldo Tundra. Cole Baker, Homestead winner. Come down the inside. He's right behind Fisher. Fisher going to dip down low. Bob Burns right behind him. And there's more trucks pitting back there, actually. I think some of these trucks are trying to go top off on gas for some reason. Like TJ Smith and Hannah Allen here. Yeah, I don't know if these are mechanical problems for Dagby. I think he actually might have just gone to pit road to get a strategy going. And, yeah, Bob Burns back in the lead. This guy's had a really bad season so far this year. A win at Talladega would really, really help him and this team out with some forward momentum. But it's really hard to defend off 3 lanes that are 3 wide right behind you. But he's doing it right now. Austin Miller right here in the 37 for Flipside Motorsports, being followed by Cody Smart and Ben Crouch. And, oh, there's a big crash. Bobo Jones I saw up in the air. Austin Rogers upside down. He's going to go right into the grass, and he tumbles right through the grass. Nick Breeding getting some more damage with Thomas Lipscomb back there. Oh, man, that was a big, big accident. We'll look at who was in it. Dagby might have actually made a really good call to come to pit road to prevent damage from his truck. Ryan Reed involved. Will Goss might have been involved. Malik Nevins definitely was involved. Dewey Schramm might have been involved. Logan Cloud was in it. Griffin Lapo McDermott was in it. Sebastian Kuklon was in it. He was having a really good season so far. This is a really unfortunate thing to see. I don't know if Bilson was in it, but Eric Monaco looks like he was involved in it. And so was Nick Pericles. So we'll go back and check on a replay of that one. But that was a very, very big accident. Hopefully no one was injured, but we'll see. So right here, they were 4 wide. Again, I believe that's because of the last wreck, but this one was way worse. Austin Murray pinches up on Sebastian Kukulon, and then it just gets way worse from here. Murray goes up, keeps coming up, and Bobo Jones gets stuffed so hard into the wall that he goes upside down, and he's going to land it on all 4s right there. That's a 10 out of 10 landing, if I say so myself. And then Austin Rogers back here in the U-Haul Dodge. I don't think he was really expecting to go upside down today, but he gets hit by, I believe, the 3 truck, and it just sends him right over. Yeah, he just got pushed upside down. He's going to go right down to the inside wall, and we saw what happens from here. But very terrible incident. We're going to get some mob boards going real soon here after we see Rogers go down here and hit that inside wall pretty damn hard, actually, for how slow he was going. Upside down on his roof, and he's going to start tumbling once he hits that NASCAR Fantasy Live logo down in the grass. There he goes, tumbling upside down, taking a really big hit in the grass. And Austin Rogers definitely done for the day. So is Bobo Jones. Everyone else looks like they kept it going pretty good, except for Sebastian Kukulon here. But yeah, man, that was a really violent wreck, actually. Riding on board with Will Goss. He had a really good view of everything that happened here. You can just see Rogers tumbling down there, but he came to a dead stop. Zachary Bilson going right on through that wreck. If you saw him down there in the Irwin Tools Ford, he's trying to gain some spots, but man, that was big. That was really big. And Will Goss managed to keep his front end clean, and we're gonna get right back to the green flag and get some racing in here, hopefully. Not any more cautions. New leader Larry Hagan as the green flag comes out. Ryan Dagby and JD Martin down there on the inside, but new leader Larry Hagan right here, in number 88. Blake Warren going to push him. I think Blake was involved in that wreck, and he's all the way up here, so he's getting pushed by his flip side teammate. And a bunch of these guys went down the inside. That's because none of these guys have any actual damage from any of the things that they've been involved in, whether it was mechanical failures or anything like that. None of these guys up here really have too much damage. Ryan Dagby, of course, pitted and avoided the wreck, but he's going to try to get his lap back. Bob Burns making that really hard. Same with Julio Caesar and Ben Crouch right now. All three Dodges making up the top three. Then there's Diego Yepes pushing Ben Crouch, but Yepes going to go right down the inside. Yepes has been proven to be a really good driver in the past couple of weeks, as both Morris Motorsports trucks are up here, and they're trying to go 4 wide. They're banging off each other up at the front. Bob Burns continuing to lead, but man, that was close. Both Morris Motorsports trucks, though, leading the race. Or not leading the race, up in the front of the pack, excuse me. I think team owner of this team would love if they were both leading the race, but that's not the case right now. That's Bob Burns. But they're doing a very good job up at the front. I don't know if they're getting help from anyone or not, but if they are, then that team is really paying off, really getting the help paid off from them, because they're right up here at the front, battling with Christian Vargas and Bob Burns. Burns going to cover all 3 lanes that are open right now. And you got some guys up here that you're not usually really going to see up at the front, like Kyle Springer. Who else is up here? Joseph Strigley in the 78. Haven't really touched on him too much recently, but actually some of these guys up here have been up front normally. Cody Smart, though, and Christopher Jones doing really good in the Malley Motorsports trucks. TJ Smith, a little bit higher up than he normally is, doing a pretty decent job right here. Lane Sanders hanging in the back, trying not to get in any cautions. He came into this race saying he wanted to win this thing really, really bad. And, well, if there's ever a track to win at, no matter what team you're in, it's definitely going to be Talladega. The pole sitter, Austin Murray, of course, involved in that last wreck. He's definitely got some damage. If he doesn't have any damage, I'm actually shocked, unless they repaired all of it. Larry Hagan up here, or back here, I should say. Not doing a very good job. Actually, I think they do have some pretty extensive damage. Take back my statement from earlier. Then all these guys back here, just kind of chilling. A bunch of wrecked race cars. And, yeah, I don't know if Cody Lamas is damaged, but definitely chilling back here with the wrecked race cars regardless. So, yeah, let's take it back up to the front right now. As, I believe Joseph Strigley's leading. He was just at the back of the pack, or in the middle of the pack when we last checked. They're banging on each other, 68 and the 24. Getting real messy. Hannah Allen in the 26 dipping down low from Cole Baker. And they're wrecking again on the backstretch. Austin Miller, Cole Baker involved. Shade Eves spinning around. Christian Vargas, he's going to get hit really hard by Blake Warren. Oh, man, that 21 is junked. Griffin Lapo McDermott runs right into Blake Warren. But, man, that 21 went for a ride. This 8 truck is also done for sure. We're going to go back and look at a replay for that one. But, man, I'm pretty sure we already have seen the worst of that wreck. That was terrible. So, looking right here, I think TJ Smith just gets up into Austin Miller. And same thing that happened in turn 4, actually. Cole Baker gets spun around way quicker. Luckily, no one flipped this time around, but Shade Eves actually almost did the same exact thing Bobo Jones did. And I don't know if Christian Vargas is okay after this one. He might be a bit injured after that, because that was a really nasty hit to the driver's side door. as you see all these guys spinning around. And I don't know if Blake Warren just didn't see that there was a truck there, or if he was just trying to gun it through for some spots. But man, that was really ignorant on Blake Warren's part right there. Vargas must get hit again. And there he is. He gets hit by Thomas Lipscomb. Lipscomb been involved in 2 crashes today. Hagen's going to get right on by here, I believe. No, he nips Vargas. Actually gets him to where he gets hit in the driver's side door. And Blake Warren absolutely smacked Christian Vargas at 180, 190 miles an hour. We're going to go on board with Warren to see what really happened with him. But I hope Vargas is okay. He might have a couple injuries after that one. So on board with Warren. Yeah, he just flies on through here. Technically, he would have made it on through if Hagen never hit Vargas. But he should have slowed down. And speaking of someone who should have slowed down, the 13 just gets right into the 8. But you probably couldn't see him from all the smoke that's billowing from this truck right now. That truck is definitely donezo. But yeah, let's take you back to the green flag. Hopefully everyone's okay. We'll get a report on Vargas here pretty soon. The green flag is back out. Srigley gets off to a really good start, actually, ahead of everyone else. He might have him clear to the inside line by turn 1. Yes, he does. And Joseph Srigley leading the race over Julio Cesar right now. Julio in the 63 this week. 27th right now. Ryan Reed, definitely not the run he wants, but Julio Cesar for Joseph Srigley Racing, ironically, is following Joseph Srigley. And yeah, Julio's actually putting on a really good show for this 63 truck. I think this might be the only race he has with this truck this year. But hopefully he gets a little bit more of an opportunity with this team, because this is a really quick team. And even though Julio's got his own thing going on, I hope he does more with this 63 outfit, because he's pushing Srigley away from the rest of the field right now. Austin Johnson, Will Goss getting up into the front, excuse me. And these two are just absolutely gone right now. But you do not want to be pulled too far ahead here at Talladega Superspeedway, because of the run these guys will get from your draft. And Will Goss might blow the doors on by here if he gets side by side with him. But so far they're actually covering him off pretty good. And Caesar right behind Srigley. But Will Goss going to go right down low. He's got no help except Kyle Springer down there. Goss is going to try to make it work. Down the inside goes Will Goss. Austin Murray right behind Goss. So Murray wasn't really that badly damaged, actually, even after that massive wreck he was involved in, because he's able to push Will Goss. And Joseph Srigley still commanding the lead out here at Talladega for Breeding Enterprises. This is certainly something they want to see, because this truck ain't even full time and it's out here leading the front of the pack at Talladega. Srigley is to cover a lot of events in this 78, though. There was supposed to be another driver in the truck, but I guess they couldn't meet the sponsor requirements or fill out a contract, because Srigley got this ride immediately after that driver change was made. Will Goss pushing him out front here. Hannah Allen for North Border Motorsports. They had a really good run in the Sony Cup race, and it's looking like they're going to have a really good run in this race as well. Fisher pushing them right back there. Or pushing her right back there, excuse me. So used to seeing all these guys in this series that when you see Hannah Allen, you kind of get thrown off. And she's going to go right down the inside, actually. She's going to try to take the lead from Will Goss. Will Goss didn't even get to lead a lap after he scored the lead from Joseph Srigley. But Hannah Allen's definitely going to get the lead a lap with the help of Ryan Dagby right behind her, actually. Dagby going to go down the inside to try to get his lap back. They're 3 wide for the lead. Tyler Black, the points leader, definitely going to be the points leader after this one, because of the unfortunate luck of Kukulon. right here in the 34, pushing Dagby. Try to use him as a pick to get up to the front, because I'm pretty sure Dagby's going to go up here and try to block out of turn 2. Try to cover off the run of the outside, but Tyler Black going to get the advantage down the inside. And the way they race around here is so intriguing sometimes, because it's just kind of a slingshot method most of the time. They're really just going back and forth with the lead. It makes it exciting to watch. Speaking of exciting to watch, Lane Sanders here made his way up from being at the tail end of the pack, and he's going to try to go for the lead here. We talked about he was going to try to win this race, and it's looking like he might actually win this race if he could stay up front for the remainder of it. But you know this style of racing, it's going to send you right to the back as soon as you move up a lane, and that's exactly what happened to Mr. Sanders. And Tyler Black is going to continue leading up here ahead of Christopher Jones. Cole Baker up here after being involved in a wreck. TJ Smith doing a really good job. Jones down the inside, but Cole Baker making it 3 wide down here, trying to go into turn 1. He doesn't have the speed. Last week's winner, Cole Baker, has done a really good job the last couple weeks for Diego Yepes Incorporated. Yepes, of course, in the field, so he's trying to show off for the boss man here. But man, Cole Baker, he's just been out of this world. He was just in a wreck. He was beat up, battered up, but all of a sudden he's leading here. Lane Sanders is going to try to take the lead right back, or take the lead right from Cole Baker. Ryan Butcher right back here, helping Lane, but Lane's going to go up. Going to try to block Cole Baker. But I don't know if he's going to... Is he going to be able to keep the lead going down the backstretch here? No, Ryan Butcher's got way too good of a truck to cover him off. But Diego Yepes following right on suit. This guy has become a really big team owner in the series. He's become a really big team owner just about everywhere he's put his foot at so far. And right now, he's trying to take the lead at Talladega. This guy's a really good driver, and he's a really good team owner. He's about as lethal of a combination as it gets, as he surrenders the lead to Cody Smart. Malley Motorsports getting their first actual green flag, laps led, because they led at Homestead under caution, and they led at Homestead during their green flag run, but they didn't actually get to lead on pace, which is incredible that they're even up here right now, because they weren't even at Daytona, and they're already up here. But yeah, so as we're running around here, we'll take a quick break, be back in a couple laps, because it's kind of stagnated and I'm running out of things to talk about, so we'll be back. We are back here at Talladega. Tyler Black trying to take the lead from Joseph Strigley, who already took the lead back. These guys kind of single file, or not really single file since they're double file, but they really chilled out up towards the front here for a little bit. As Tyler Black going down the inside with the help of Hannah Allen. But man, these guys, they've been going a little bit chill apart from, these moves so far. But while we were on break, there was really no positions change. Joseph Strigley got the lead and then kind of just stayed out there. As, per usual in this race, it seems to be. That 78 is very fast. The 9 truck seems to actually be very fast as well, because he's been up here all day. He's just trying to make the most for this team because they've been struggling all year. The 68, apologies for the stutter there. Also trying to make a really good run for this team's first start. I still can't believe that they're up here in their first start like this. But it is Talladega. A lot of things can happen in this race. So Ben Crouch down the inside. Tyler Black definitely going to be the points leader coming out of here regardless of where he finishes, because of Sebastian Kukulon DNFing. So it's going to be a big points day for Tyler if he can stay up here and perform well like he always does. And that's what you can get out of the champion right there in that 34. He really knows how to put his truck in the right situations, in the right places. His team puts him in the right places all the time, because Homestead, he wasn't really running too well, but he managed to get up in the top 3. He was running with the leaders at the end of the race, I believe. So, Tyler Black is just one of those guys who's always up front, and that's how you become a champion. It's just by being consistently up at the front. And speaking of being consistently up at the front, Ben Crouch had a really good start to the season. I think this happened last year too. He had a really good start to the year, then he kind of faded off, and then he comes back. So I think that's what he's trying to do here at Talladega. I think I'm seeing double right now with the Good Wrench trucks being up towards the front. Cody Lamas following suit. They're going to get single file for the top 3 here. But yeah, these gear wrench trucks have been up front all day as well. I can barely tell which one's which. If I'm a spotter, I'm having a nightmare with these two. But I mean, Crouch up at the front. These guys kind of just pulled away. Ryan Dagby is just trying to pull some schemes to get his lap back. Cody Lamas down the inside of Julio Caesar, can't quite get it done. Joseph Srigley following behind suit. And then Cody Smart running a smart race right now. You know, he's up towards the front, kind of single filed out of Talladega. This is exactly where he needs to be for this team, because this team really can't go for wins every week. So they're going to try to get one at Talladega, Daytona, tracks like these, where they can really capitalize on just relying on draft. And, you know, the 2 and the 7 trucks are the same way. The 6 truck is the same way. So, you know, the 9 truck is also the same way. So these guys are all just trying to get what they can get out here. Ryan Rigo back there is going to pit. He's a lap down, so it's not really going to change too much. But yeah, these guys are just getting the most out of what they have. And I really love to see it out here. There's Bob Burns, who led early. He's coming out of pit road right now. I don't know if these guys are going to have to pit for the rest of the race. They probably are going to have to, but yeah, they're coming up on a lap truck here. Up ahead's Lane Sanders. I believe he had to pit as well. He's just not on the pace right now either, and they might get held up by him. And there he goes. Oh, he's going to hold up Cody Smart and Joseph Srigley. Everyone else going to go right around the outside. Lane's going to keep moving around, try to get out of these guys' way. It's really hard, but they're pitting right now, actually, so never mind. It didn't even really matter. Probably helped these guys the most, because they're going to gain a lot of time just from being out here, I believe, versus, you know, normally a super speedway overcut doesn't work unless you're going on fuel mileage. But these guys are doing a really good job out here. Actually fell into some luck. And Joseph Srigley and Griffin Lapo McDermott getting together on pit road. That's going to cause some trouble for the 78 for sure. If it's not going to give him damage, he's going to lose track position, and that's really not what he needs to have happen at this point in the race. As these trucks are getting service, they're already done. Ben Crouch coming out first, Hannah Allen and Christopher Jones coming out right now. Joseph Srigley manages to get out ahead of a couple trucks. JD Martin there. Samuel England having a pretty quiet race so far, actually, in this 56. It's pretty hard to have a quiet race in a fast truck at Talladega, but it manages, Samuel England managed to do it. And Cody Smart managed emerging a little bit earlier. So hopefully you don't get a black flag or nothing, but yeah, these guys all came down to pit. Larry Hagan, I don't know how he was even in this pack with all that damage you see at the front of this truck there. But man, these guys are really getting after it with the strategy. We'll come back to you when the pack comes formed back up. But yeah, these guys, this should make this a little bit more interesting than it was. Right as I was about to start coverage right back up again, the caution has come out for debris on the racetrack dropped by the number 5 truck of Ryan Dagby. As these guys are racing back to the line, Ben Crouch is going to get it. Hannah Allen was leading for a little bit. Both the Malley Motorsports trucks doing really good right now in 2nd and 4th place. Austin Miller as well doing a good job, but there's nothing really to look back on, but caution is out here at Talladega. Some of these guys are like Griffin Lapo McDermott, Eric Monaco, Jordan Presto. Really got a big break because they were about to be lapped. So, yeah, we'll catch you back up at the green flag. But, man, There's a lot of cautions out here today. Most cautions probably of the entire season apart from Daytona. So, yeah, we'll get back to green flag racing as Larry Hagan gets into some trouble back there. Yeah, we'll go back to green flag racing here in a sec. Ben Crouch leading him to the green right here. We've got just 10 laps to go. Once we hit the start-finish line, I'm not going to stop covering this one for anything. So this is flag-to-flag coverage of the rest of the race. Ben Crouch leading here with Christopher Jones right behind. Hannah Allen as well. Cody Smart following suit. And he's going to push Allen. The whole top 4 right now are Dodges. I just want to let that be known. The Dodges have really made their presence shown today. And Hannah Allen going down the inside of the number 7 truck, trying to set herself up for her first win in the NAPA Truck Series. The first win for North Border Motorsports, who have gone through such a big struggle. If they manage to pull this one off here today, that would be amazing. But they got to get through the rest of this field first. And these guys are looking hungry right now because they're catching right back up. They got a second chance because it was looking like they weren't going to be able to catch these guys up at the front. But right now they're getting a second chance and they're going to try to go steal that win. As Cody Smart is really, really pushing the issue with help from Cody Lamas. Ben Crouch up here trying to fend off the number 2 truck and everyone else right behind him. He's got about 30 to 20 something hungry race trucks right behind him trying to steal that win, and he's got to cover all of them off until lap number 57 at that start finish line. But for right now, he's getting pushed by the number 2 truck. 2 might pull out from behind him. No, he won't actually. He's going to continue to push this number 1 truck. Kyle Springer back here trying to get the first career win for TJ Smith Incorporated. This team has been so off the past couple seasons. The fact that they're even here right now actually is kind of amazing. But he's here. He's 3rd place at Talladega, and he's going to try to go for it with no help down the inside. He had the momentum to do it, but I don't think he's going to have the full entirety of speed to pass the number 2 truck here. Austin Johnson gets screwed out of a good run right there, as he got shuffled back to the high side. Diego Yepes, he's been kind of the star today apart from a couple other guys, but Diego Yepes really been the headline maker in this race. Kyle Springer right behind Ben Crouch. Ben Crouch, he actually really needs a win. I don't know how he hasn't won yet. He's been really, really good in this series. But Crouch trying to fend off the rest of these guys. Julio Caesar's teammate following Kyle Springer. He's going to go right down the inside. This truck is definitely going to have the speed because he's got the help, and that's also a really fast truck right there. But he's going to get around Kyle Springer. Bill Goss down the inside with help from Hannah Allen. We know that 94 is fast because he's been everywhere this race. He's been in the back. He's been in the front. He's been in the middle of the pack. He's been out of the pack. He's been everywhere. He's getting shuffled in the middle, so that adds on to places he's been in this race. Hannah Allen going right down his inside, though, in that Texaco Haviland number 26. She gets forced out of the inside line by Jordan Fisher, and I think I'm seeing double once again because these gear wrench trucks out front here at Talladega trying to win the race. And, man, these got to be the last 10 laps of Ben Crouch's life, and Julio Caesar trying to take it away from him. Kyle Springer making it 3 wide down the inside. I don't know what just happened there. But Kyle Springer taking the lead from these 2 here at Talladega. Tyler Black, though, it's like taking candy from a baby for this guy. Tommy Roberts always got some fast trucks at the plate tracks. Ryan Dagby trying to stir things up here. If he gets a caution right now, he gets right back on the lead lap if he passes that 34. But we're starting to get into the point of no return here. The point of no return's around 5 laps to go. That means if we get a caution, we're not going to return back to green flag racing. I know point of no return's got a couple different meanings, but in this series, it means that we're not going back green flag racing if we get a caution. So, yeah, 4 truck getting put 3 wide by Cole Baker. But around 6 laps to go here for these guys, that's when the race kind of gets called for the end. And speaking of getting called for the end, Lane Sanders might end a couple guys' days here, because he's going to hold up the leader. Everyone else going to go right around the outside. Kyle Springer with a big run. He's going to get the lead out of all of that. And man, Lane Sanders really just threw a wrench into the works here for a lot of these guys. He's going to hold up Will Goss, Sam England, TJ Smith, Austin Miller, Christopher Jones. Ryan Reed's got damage and he's a lap down, so I don't know if he really counts in this mix. But man, he just ruined a lot of guys' days. But we still do have a handful of laps to go here. That's actually a lot of time at Talladega, so those guys can't catch up. But it looks like they're getting single file, trying to break away from him here. And Tyler Black, actually, never mind. They're not getting single file. He's going to try to take the lead of this race. We only got like a few laps to go. 3 laps to go here at the line. And Tyler Black going to try to take the lead from Kyle Springer. But Joseph Strigley's been very fast all day, so you can never count this guy out. He's going right down the inside of Tyler Black. There's so much to cover. I can barely cover all this in one breath. As Julio Cesar, following his team owner for the race, he knows what it's like to be an owner driver. He just knows what it's like to be a driver in general and own a team at the same time, just like Joseph Strigley. So he's going to try to get some more money put into this team, because if Strigley wins this race, that's more money for this team. So he's going to try to push him. But he could also get some big money in that team by winning the race in the number 63. This is probably what Strigley wants him to do. But Strigley's covering off all lanes. Everyone's coming back here from that other pack. Hannah Allen right here with 2 laps to go. Going to try to make a charge at it. Julio Cesar just trying to stick behind Joseph Strigley, see if he can make any moves. But I don't know if he's going to have any runs here towards the end of this race, because it's really hard to get a run while you're in the position he's in, especially now, of course. But Strigley doing all he can to help that 63. I think they're just trying to work together. But Austin Johnson going to spoil the party down the inside in that number 24. What a win it would be for him if he could get it here at Talladega. Cole Baker trying to go 2 in a row. Once at Homestead and once at Talladega. That would be a really big deal if he could get that. But we're coming to the white flag here. Joseph Strigley fending everyone off. Austin Johnson, he's just going to try to do all he can here. I think he's playing games with Strigley. This is giving a lot of time for a lot of other characters to come up here and try to steal a win, because these guys have kind of pulled away. That's not good at all here in the last lap. Ben Crouch driving for Strigley. He's going to get right up behind Johnson. Is Johnson going to make a move? Yes, he is. Austin Johnson right down the inside. Ben Crouch following suit. Hannah Allen right behind. Joseph Strigley gets his win taken right away from him, because no one's helping him on that outside lane. And Ben Crouch, he's going to try to get it. Is he going to go down the inside? Yes, he is. Down to the trial, but Hannah Allen makes it 3 wide for the lead. Coming to the start-finish line, Kyle Springer pushing Hannah Allen. Who's it going to be at the line? Hannah Allen. She's going to win her first race here at Talladega. And the first race in the NAPA Truck Series. First race for North Border Motorsports. And what a finish that was. That was insane. Oh, man. Results rolling down your screen right now. I'm not feeling too good. So the fact that I even got this race in is amazing. The fact that Hannah Allen won this race for North Border is amazing. The fact that a lot of these guys finished where they finished is absolutely amazing. So, yeah, man. Congratulations to Hannah Allen. Congratulations to everyone who finished this race, to be honest. Because this was a bit of a bloodbath. So, yeah. Results going down your screen. I'll see you guys for the next race. And man, was that a great race.